G'day guys, this secondary injection dash pot or whatever it's called has struck again. It's called an MCV. This is a Mazda Bravo, a B2000, 2000 model. This one's been converted to LPG. It's coming for another workshop. And even I was convinced now it's got a misfire. It's got a burnt valve, right? So it's come in, just bear with me. Always hideously high kilometers. It's come in and it was shaking, misfiring. It is carburetor as well, right? And you can see here the complexity of these cars, especially because it's also been converted to LPG. So just everywhere you look, I mean, guys, there are hoses off everywhere. I mean, I'm sure this thing's missing something, right? But I made a previous video not long ago about another E2000 that I sorted. So this one's come in, not by another workshop, but it's obvious. No one wants to touch these things, right? So guys, no one wants to touch these vans. You don't want to throw your van away for a little piece of plastic with a diaphragm in it. So let's see how it runs now. I have not even checked the engine oil yet, which I should have. But, okay, start the engine. Now, the car's a bit of a, it does have a bit of a roughness, or maybe there's an exhaust leak or something. Let's, I've got a bit of hissing from this converter here for the gas. Okay. So this MCV dash pot, whatever it's called, not exactly sure what it's called, has struck again. All right, it is positioned, this thing is positioned in here, and it's connected right around number 3 from memory, between 2 and 3 cylinders. Back here now, you've got this has got LPG as well, which just ruins this video, right? But there's a hose here. See this yellow thing, right? This yellow thing is my plug in that hose. I prefer to plug them there than to try and plug it further in, and especially with this solenoid for the LPG and stuff in the way, or whatever the hell that thing is. Now, I prefer to plug it that way. So what you do, this device has this vacuum hose on it, and it's got this hose that runs directly to the intake manifold, right? This plug doesn't look like it's sealing. Trust me, it's sealing. It's a very, very long plug. I'll actually pull this hose out and show you. That's the hose, so it's a different size on each side, and that's the vacuum hose. It's just as simple as taking this thing out. Even if the damn thing works, guys, trust me, just to save yourself the grief, take that thing out and see how the car runs without it. Because chances are, when you get a van like this that's bounced between shops, I'll check a spark plug tomorrow, no problem. People have changed the plugs. People have changed the leads, right? People have mucked around with the timing and all that sort of thing. So at the end of the day, usually you'll find it's not spark plugs and stuff like that. Now, of course, in saying that, these vans can be a combination of stuff. So primarily spark plugs, vacuum leaks, and cracked distributor caps and all that. That's a sort of different thing. We're talking here about an air leak, which absolutely gaslights you. It's just the perfect misfire. It's absolutely crazy the way it does it. And in the last video I made about this thing, I remember mentioning how the Hiluxes, the Hi-Aces, they had a thermo switch between 1 and 2, and the diaphragm inside ripped. And honestly, people in the day would take the head straight off the car. So go for this thing. And then, of course, you've got vacuum leaks and all that. You want to tighten your carburetor base. You know, you want to clean your carburetor. All that involves pulling the seat out here. But you could get, like, I'm so tired, I can't remember. Did I actually go around the other side yet or not? But, yeah, you can take this cover off from under the seat and you can access the rear of the carburetor. But to go further, you need to take that seat out. So, and this, you know, you can go further and then take this thing out. And this is the thing about this dash pot. I call it a dash pot, right? The thing about this is it's going to prevent you doing all that. Because I'll tell you right now, this car's fixed straight away. Let's start the car again. All right, and then we're going to look at the list of what the other mechanics are saying and check the brakes and all that, right? So... Oh yeah, I did show you guys this side, eh? So you've got your choke there and you want to lubricate your carby and tighten the bolts and make sure your battery terminals are tight and stuff like that. And yeah, it's got a bit of a growl to it, but if I bring the revs up a little bit, it's fixed. Hope that helps.